All right, buckle up, because we need to talk about Wendy Williams, and things are getting juicy. So, not to be a hater, but have you seen the latest? Wendy Williams is finally making a comeback, and girl, she's looking good. Now, if you've been keeping up, you know it's been a hot mess express for Wendy over the past couple of years. It all started with that drama between her ex-husband Kevin Hunter and his side chick, Sharina Hudson. Can you believe they were out here dog-walking Wendy and humiliating her? I mean, the nerve. And just when we thought it couldn't get worse, Wendy got diagnosed with dementia and was placed under a conservatorship. She literally disappeared from the public eye, leaving fans worried sick. Remember when number Where is Wendy Williams was trending? Yeah, it was that bad. But hold up, because there might be a whole different story going on, especially with Kevin and Sharina, who've been hiding out for months. Oh girl, this is a messy one, and we're diving all the way in. Honestly, it's kind of refreshing to see Wendy doing well after everything. Earlier this year, the reports about her health were seriously bleak. Her team announced she had been diagnosed with primary progressive aphasia and frontal temporal dementia. Y'all, this isn't just any diagnosis. It's affecting her language, behavior, and cognitive functions, which explains why the court stepped in and put her under conservatorship. Wendy tried to fight it, but the courts weren't having it, and they appointed Sabrina Morrissey as her guardian. Now, speaking of Sabrina, let's just say the tea is hot. Rumors have been swirling that she wasn't treating Wendy right. But before we jump to conclusions, let me tell you, there's no hard evidence that Sabrina was mistreating her. The rumors started because some of Wendy's family accused Sabrina of keeping Wendy away from them. And you know how the internet does. They ran with it. And suddenly, everyone thought Sabrina was the villain in Wendy's story. Okay, keeping Wendy away from her family, not the best look, I'll admit. But does that automatically mean she was mistreating her? Not necessarily. Wendy's sister, Wanda Finney, spilled some tea herself, saying the last time the family saw Wendy was back in 2021 when she was in Florida. Apparently, there were a lot of people involved in Wendy's care: doctors, her health team, nurses, and yes, family. Wanda said Wendy was getting healthier at the time and that the family's main concern has always been Wendy's health. Forget the money, forget the fame. They just want to know their sister is going to live and be healthy. Not to be a hater, but have you seen what Wendy's niece, Alex Finney, spilled about the extreme lengths Wendy's guardian went to just to keep her away from the family? It's wild. Alex claimed that Wendy has to call her family from a blocked number, meaning they can't even reach out to her directly. Like what? We're talking missed birthdays, holidays, and even when her 93-year-old grandfather was in the hospital, no way to let her know what was happening. Now, if you don't know girls, fans started giving Sabrina this serious side eye after hearing that. And that's when the rumors began flying about how she might be mistreating Wendy. Even though, let's be real, there's no solid evidence that Sabrina was up to anything shady. Wendy's friend Regina Shell seemed to believe the buzz. In an interview, she threw out some serious accusations, comparing Wendy's situation to Britney Spears, but worse. And girls, you know it's bad when it's not even Wendy's own family who's in control. At least with Britney, it was her dad, right? Regina also dropped the bomb that when she was staying with Wendy last summer, they were trying to keep in touch with Sabrina, but then Sabrina just ghosted them. Regina even claimed that Wendy was practically being starved, barely any food or anything decent. Like, can you imagine? Wendy would order breakfast at 7:30 in the morning, and it wouldn't show up until 11:30. By then, she's ready for lunch. And get this, when Regina went back to LA, she had to send Wendy food all the way from there to New York because Wendy had no access to money, besides what the guardian controlled. If that doesn't scream shady, I don't know what does. Wendy pretty much vanished from the public eye, and fans were freaking out, worried sick about her. But here's the twist. Wendy's been making the most of her time away from the spotlight. She was recently spotted in public with her son, Kevin Hunter Jr., and girls. She looked way better than we expected. They were seen at a holistic wellness store in New Jersey. and she even took pics with the store owner. Not to be a hater, she's definitely looking better. No doubt about that. The store owner even mentioned she was in great spirits. According to TMZ, the guy running the place said Wendy was alert, sharp, upbeat, and totally bubbly during her visit. Word is, she was shopping for products to help with brain fog, mental clarity, stress, and circulation. The store's hoping she'll be back soon for more customized goodies. It's so good to see her slowly coming out of hiding. Can't wait to see her shine even brighter. But speaking of hiding, when are Kevin Hunter and his side piece, Sharina Hudson, going to step out of the shadows? The last we heard, the rumor mill was buzzing that Sharina had dumped Kevin and moved back in with her mom. Now, there's no hard evidence, but a juicy blind item suggested they broke up over money. Can you imagine? Somewhere out there, a certain talk show host is probably having a good laugh. Apparently, Kevin's serial, cheating and swiping ways couldn't keep up with his mistress's spending. I'm not saying it's true, but if it is, who's really surprised? There were whispers that Sharina was only with him for the cash. Wendy's cash, to be exact. After Wendy cut him off from alimony last year, Kevin quickly found himself broke. And when those rumors about Sharina ditching him went viral, everyone assumed it was because the money had dried up. Now, while we can't confirm if they're really over, we can say they're definitely in hiding. Sharina's gone private on Instagram, and Kevin has completely wiped his account. It's going to be wild to see how they'll try to rebrand themselves when they finally come out of hiding and face the world. So girls, don't be a stranger. Hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for our next video. You won't want to miss it. Trust me, it's going to be a wild ride.